So Meghan Markle's good buddy, old palsy wowsy here, Lindsay Jill Roth, that they went to school together, they've graduated, they've known each other for a long time now, right? Well, she comes in, a day late and a dollar short, as they would say. She writes a book, okay? And now she comes up with 20 questions that Meghan should have asked Sizzle Nuts, according to her best friend, Lindsay Jill Roth. I love people that have three names in their name, you know what I mean? I like that. Makes it sound more important. Like Lindsey Roth. That just sounds like shit. But you say Lindsay Jill Roth, now you're like, wait a minute. Who? Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing great. Hope you're having a great day. There's two things I want to talk about here real quick. One is Shiesty Meisty's good buddy, old pal here, right? Coming in, swinging, writing a book. You know what? I'll tell you what. Here's 20 questions. I'll get into that in a second. But anyways, her friend's writing a book here. But here's a little bizarreness. Check this out, right? So she writes this book, and so they both graduated college together, and the Duchess even served as her maid of honor at Roth's 2016 wedding. Okay. Now, her husband, Gavin Jordan, what are the odds of this? Okay, folks, this is where it gets weird. Whom she affectionately, good grief, Charlie Brown. My mouth and my brain will come to terms here in a second. Whom she affectionately nicknamed the Brit in the book. So they're both dating or married to British guys. What are the odds of that? Two dopes, right, that go to school in Northwestern University, which is, I believe, in Illinois, right? Both end up marrying, they're all after British dudes. British guys, I'm telling you. If you see Scheissmeist or any of her crew coming, you've been warned, okay? I'm letting you all know that right off the bat. Now, this is where it gets deep. So, she writes this book, right? And it's 250 thought-provoking questions across 12 chapters that you're supposed to talk to somebody about before you, decide if they're ready for you. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, Lindsay Jill Roth, what chapter is the roasted chicken on, please? Because that's one of my major questions that I had in the beginning. Now, we get down here, right? And now she comes up with 20 questions that Shiesty should have asked. Like, would you be a lazy bones Jones? Would you actually get off your ass and work? Or would you have one of your jet ski instructor drag you around all day and play around in a pool for $1,000 an hour? Do you know what I mean? Little questions like that you might want to know. You know what I mean? Are you going to run out of money? That's a question you might want to ask, you know what I mean? Before you marry a prince, you might want to ask that question. How many nights are we talking about this roasted chicken situation? Oh, Bugsy, that's every day that ends in "wah" is a roasted chicken. Please, Bugsy. Listen to this. So she comes up with 20 questions, right, that she should have asked. But this is what I want to show you. Look at this. So here's the two buds right here. And you know what? Now I got a theory on this dumb Panama jacket that she's always wearing. I almost think, now that I'm looking at it again, now it's a yacht hat, okay? She probably got it from one of her older golfer, relationships, right? One of these old dopes that golfs. He's probably like, hey, why don't you take my hat? And she's like, yeah, this looks real good. Anyways, but I also think this is a keep people out of your frame. You know what I mean? This keeps Lindsay Jill Roth can't get her big beak too close to the Scheissmeist, so the Scheissmeist has got her own little cameo here. She keeps her away with the brim. This is an annoying friend blocker. Okay? Anyways, let's get down here, right? Holy shnikes balls. These are the same two women? These are the same two ladies? Good grief, right? So these two lookers, these two college lookers. Anyways, I want to show you this, right? And then I got this other video I want to show you about Shiesty's voice. Look at this. This is when you're in a when you're a real, you got to be the center of attention. Like, put it to you this way: she's getting ready, obviously getting ready to get married. She's probably getting ready to walk out. And the dope over here is like, wait a minute, I've got to gloss up your lips before, you know what I mean? Like, I've got to be the last thing that happens before you go walk down the aisle. Do you know what I mean? I can just see this happening. Like, didn't you have your makeup done? You know what I mean? Didn't all you guys have your makeup done by a professional? You know what I mean? Or somebody that came in and did all your dope's makeup. But no, she's got to have the last say. You know what I mean? She's got to have the last thing here. You know what I mean? By the way, what bumps does she, what padding does she have? Anybody recognize any padding in the situation here? So anyway, she writes 250 questions and all this jazz. And she supposedly writes out, like, questions that she was supposed to ask H, right? Oh, Bugsy, please. Like, when you're upset or annoyed at someone, do you prefer to remain silent, say something as soon as those feelings arise, wait a certain amount of time or before raising the issue, or do something else? If so, what? This book sounds fantastic. I'm ready to close in this book reading this. Anyways, let's get to this. All right, here we go. Stop goofing around here. All right, somebody put this together. This is a collage of the Scheissmeister multi voices here, so let's get a gander.
Incredible woman. She's here with her family as well. I spent some time today with her mom and her sister. I mean, just really salt of the earth, lovely people. So to be involved with them and this organization.
So this is the high squeaky one, right?
And the Caldwells as well. It's really
part of what I find a lot of strength or faith in. Just looking at my kids, I know it sounds so cheesy, but my gosh.
This one's not squeaky, but it's not, she hasn't gone full Kim Kardashian, nor has she gone real deep, like the, you know what I mean, the medieval time part, you know what I mean?
It's the most perspective building thing. And also I think recognizing that everything is temporary, to really just enjoy what time we have here, what we're doing with that time, and at least open the door for really meaningful conversation.
You're also a foodie.
yes.
Give me your top 2-3 restaurants that you're gonna have to hit while you're here in New York City.
Well, I gotta be honest. It is. I'm going to Del Posto tonight.
I saw that on your Twitter.
Right. I'm going to Per Se tomorrow, so it's turning into an epic foodie trip this go round. But normally, I just love a good slice of pizza at Ruby Rosa or a good falafel at Taim. Oh gosh, I mean, this industry is just so special, and you see how many women use the platform that they have and just channel it for good. And I think as the more we support each other, it just amplifies the work, amplifies our community. I'm just thrilled to be back in it and to be able to.
So now she's gone back to this is kind of more squeaky-ish, yeah?
Sit in this room, be in such good company tonight.
Really wanted to show you the Shangri-La Hotel. I love this spot, especially when you need a good massage. The spa upstairs, so good. We're at Soho House, Toronto, which is basically TIG headquarters for me. I write my stories here, I take my meetings here.
On that part where she says that, she goes, I write my stories here, which is her blog post. I mean, let's be honest. But then she also says, I take my meetings here. What meetings? What meetings are you possibly taking there? Do you know what I mean? Like, she's on Suits. What is it? You know what I mean? What meetings is she taking? I don't get that part. Like, I don't understand what she's talking about here. She's got a you know, some sort of I can't say the word, you know what I mean? There's a convention later that she's going to, you know what I mean? Little I think you know what I'm talking about.
And it's kind of amazing because all over the world, if I'm traveling, Soho House can still be home base.
It's about being authentic.
She needs a home base to type a blog post. You need a office that's not an office for whatever.
And if you look back at anything that I've said, it's really interesting because it often what ends up being inflammatory, it seems, is people's interpretation of it. But if you listen to what I actually say, it's not controversial.
That was it, folks. But they missed out on a lot of shit. And I'll tell you what they missed out on. They missed out on, when she was doing the Harry and Meghan documentary where she's like, in America, we had, she kind of went a little Omid scoops on that. And then they also missed out on the Jane Pauley where she's like, oh my God, my kids are young. Oh my God. And then they also missed out on the Spanish, you know what I mean, where she did the whole, hablo dinero, the tango dinero thing. So it was a good compilation. It didn't cover enough, and it certainly didn't cover enough of the her getting really into like, oh my God, my kids, they're just so, God, they're so amazing. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Hope you guys are all doing great. You all have a lovely day. Who loves your baby?
Who loves you, baby? You're beautiful.